Everyone, and welcome back. In this one, I want us to look into Apache Kafka, and we'll be using a demo to demonstrate some of its basic features, and we're using Spring Boot. But let's look on a high-level overview of Apache Kafka. And for our demonstration, we'll be using Spring Boot to Spring Boot with Apache Kafka. So what does let's look at the context. We have introduction to Apache Kafka, integrating Apache Kafka with Spring Boot, and that's where our series will end for now. Later we can add we can look at Kafka Cluster Management, Kafka Security, ecosystem and integration, best practices and consideration in depth. But in this presentation, just be looking on a high-level overview. So what's Apache Kafka? What is Apache Kafka? It is a distributed streaming platform, and I would say it's a game changer. It's a game changer for real-time messaging. Now, Kafka it's distributed event streaming platform, and it's designed for high throughput, fault tolerance, and real-time data processing. It is widely used for event-driven applications, login, real-time analytics, and etc. So as I've said, some of the key features of Apache Kafka, it's distributed and scalable. So you don't worry if you don't need to worry when you have an application where the data, let's say messaging or login will increase exponentially. We don't have to worry about that. Once you're using Kafka, it is easily scalable, and it's a fault-tolerant scalability. It's a good thing. Then we have the aspect of high throughput. That's meaning that it can handle high volume data streams with low latency. That's very good. And as we have said, fault-tolerant. Then we look at some of the use cases of Apache Kafka, and we have real-time data processing, which enables real-time data streaming and processing for applications. We have event-driven architecture, that is, it facilitates event-driven communication between microservices and applications. The good thing with Apache Kafka is that it can be managed separately, and it can communicate with multiple applications. For instance, let's say you have a single application here that is producing some messages. Now, when you are producing those messages to the Apache Kafka, then other multiple applications can use that same topic in the Apache Kafka to consume those messages. So it facilitates that communication, seamless communication between microservices and application. Then you have the aspect of data integration. To integrate data from multiple sources into a unified platform. I think it's more or less the same what I've just said. So in our demonstration, we will be looking at integrating this Apache Kafka with Spring Boot. Okay. So Spring for Apache Kafka, seamless integration, event-driven architecture, scalable microservices, blah 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 blah, all those things. Then what else do we have? Then you have Kafka producers and Kafka consumer. To produce a message in Kafka, we have what the aspect of a producer and a consumer. So basically, a producer produces the message and broadcasts it maybe to the topic, and then the consumer reads or consumes a message from a specific topic. Then we have Kafka streams. These are powerful stream processing. Kafka streams enable real-time data processing within Spring Boot applications. Exactly once semantics ensures data integrity and consistency in event-driven architectures. Then we have the aspect of scalable and fault-tolerant. Kafka streams scales seamlessly and provides high availability. Then other concepts of Kafka, we have Kafka Cluster Management. We'll just walk briefly about it. We have broker configurations, we have broker settings, zookeeper integration, broker scaling. We have Kafka cluster monitoring. There are those applications which can help you to monitor Kafka. There are some things called consumer offsets. These are advanced. Kafka cluster scaling. Then we have the aspect of Kafka security. That is authentication and authorization, where you need to use to make sure that you are securing your communication, so that your topics, Kafka topics and resources are not accessed by unauthorized services or persons. Then is still under security, you have encryption in transit, and then you also have encryption at rest. Then there is the aspect of Kafka ecosystem and integration. Then there we have Kafka connectors, we have Kafka stream APIs, we have Kafka and microservices. Then last but not least, we have best practices and considerations. Here is where we talk about performance tuning, optimize partition count, tune producer configuration, leverage consumer configuration. Then also the fault tolerance and reliability, monitoring and observability. Here we can use tools like Prometheus, to monitor Kafka clusters. We also have a tool like Kafka Drop. I think it's Kafka Drop. Yeah, Kafka Drop of Kafka Drop. I think it's Kafka Drop. Yeah. So that's it. That's it for this. Just a high level walkthrough of Apache Kafka. And so in the next videos, we'll be looking into integrating our Apache Kafka and a simple Spring Boot application. Thank you. See you in the next one.